So, in the last episode, Cocytus led Nazarik's first battle against the lizardmen, which is also the first battle against another nation that Nazarik actually instigated. So you can technically say it's the first war. And well, the lizardmen, you know, they had a great strategy in place. They had, decent tactics, and they ended up beating Nazarik's, army, Cocytus's unit that he was given by Ainz. But they were also low-level fighters. And so it got to thinking, it was like a test for Cocytus to like be able to evaluate the enemy's strategies and then form a counter strategy to get the job done. But Cocytus didn't think that way. He was just doing what the Supreme One pretty much told him to do. It's like, and so with the lizardmen winning, they did earn Cocytus's respect as one warrior to others. So it was nice to see that. But now Ainz has summoned Cocytus, and we will see how things will play out.
So, it's back to life as usual?
Doubtful. It's far more likely that we've pissed off this Great One and they'll decide to attack us personally.
Why isn't your brother living it up with the rest of us?
Last I checked, he was still asleep. He and Crush were pretty exhausted. We should let them rest for a while longer.
Are they sleeping?
We both know rest ain't what's happening at that tax.
Don't make a nuisance of yourself, you hear?
Yeah. But they may have did the deed, off camera. That's why they might be sleeping there.
Hey, how's the baby making?
Wait, it just killed a mood, man.
Thank you for assembling so swiftly, my faithful guardians. We have much to cover. Victor,
okay.
Come forward.
What the hell is that?
Take a moment to introduce yourself to the others.
It's a pleasure to meet all of you. I am Victor.
Though you guard the 8th floor, that is not the reason I've called you here. We have yet to identify Shaltyr's powerful assailant. I doubt we have seen the last of them, and must consider future incidents. Therefore, to protect all of the Guardians, myself and Nazarik, I must use a powerful skill that is only invoked by your death. I am sorry. Though I will bring you back to life right away, I hope you can forgive me. I'm reminded of it now. Greater love hath no man than this, that he laid down his life for his friends. Truly a sublime expression. One that I believe fits you
way to just pull that from the Bible, Ainz.
Next up, Demiurge.
Lord?
First, allow me to honor you. You always answer my calls with haste.
You are too
but I wonder what this spell
is. It is for all of your humble servants.
Indeed. I've inspected the sheepskin parchment you provided. It is evident they will stand up to use as low-tier scrolls. Can I count on a stable supply of it?
Yes, that will not be a problem, Lord.
Now, Shaltyr.
Yes, Lord?
Regarding the splinter in your soul.
Please, Master. I can't reconcile the shame of my sin with the honor of my position as guardian. I beg of you, punish me for the reprehensible monster that I am.
All right. I will settle on one later. Lastly,
seems fair.
You ended in defeat.
Yes, Lord.
Ooh.
I am terribly sorry for my offense. I have
The
dishonored
mood, it's just changed.
Cocytus, look your master in the eye when begging forgiveness.
Of course, sorry.
I'm curious. Why do you think you were beaten?
Lord Ainz, I cannot begin to atone for losing the army you entrusted to me.
Enough. Let me make this perfectly clear. I don't intend to punish you harshly for this defeat.
Oh,
The reason being that everyone makes mistakes. I don't care who they are. That
Okay.
goes for me as well.
okay.
That being said, I would like to know how you could have won.
I should have acted more cautiously. I underestimated the lizardmen's resourcefulness.
Yes, you did. Never underrate someone, no matter how weak they are. Is there
Facts.
anything else?
I think I may have had insufficient information. The enemy's strength, the topography.
The
I realized
most
that without
important thing in
considering such
battle
factors,
is
my chance of
information
victory was
and
low
how you
regardless.
use it.
A lack of commanders was also a problem. Since my soldiers were low-level undead, I should have placed those with the ability to lead in as needed.
Anything else?
Apologies, my lord. That is all I can think of for the moment.
Outstanding! Except for the Elder Lich, our losses were inconsequential.
Oh,
Their demise has absolutely no effect on Nazarik's power.
okay.
And considering what one of my guardians has learned from this, I'd say we've gained.
Your benevolence knows
Okay,
no bounds, my lord.
okay.
The fact
So this
remains
was a
that you
test.
lost. For that, you must be punished.
Mm-hmm.
Cocytus, you will personally mop up that sludge by exterminating the lizardmen. And this time, you will rely on no one but yourself.
Ooh.
Fantastic idea, my lord. He will expunge his sin and the
Ooh.
lizardmen in one fell swoop. You truly are a
Is-
supreme being.
Oh,
Lord Ainz, I must humbly make a request. Please, Lord, hear me out.
You have brought defeat and disgrace to the glory of
just shut up,
Nazareth,
Albedo.
and
Let the
now
man
dare to
talk.
petition our master? You forget your place, worm. Insolence!
It's fine, Albedo. You've surprised me, Cocytus, and piqued my interest. Lift your head and make
Let's
your
hear it.
request. Don't keep me waiting. I simply wish to know your mind. Speak up and let it be known to all.
Does he not want
I
to
am
exterminate them?
against exterminating the lizardmen.
Okay,
I beg
he
you,
does
Lord
it.
Ainz, show them mercy.
The nerve
Okay.
of you. Do you realize you're challenging the Supreme One's will?
Albedo, do not get in the middle of this.
I beg your pardon. Please forgive me.
I am intrigued. You must have a pretty good reason for making this request. Something that will benefit the great tomb of Nazarick and its denizens.
Let's hear it.
Tell me what it is.
Yes, Lord. There is a chance that valiant warriors will appear among the lizardmen tribes. It
Okay.
is my judgment that it would be far more beneficial to have them pledge their loyalty to Nazarick, make them our subordinates.
That
Okay.
is indeed a convincing proposal. If we were to use the lizardman corpses to breed undead, I'm not convinced they would be much stronger than if we used human corpses. As such, I see no reason to insist on using them for that purpose.
In that case,
However, it would be more cost-effective to use undead created by me than to leave the lizardmen alive and rule over them. If you can think of any other benefits, now is the time to voice them.
well,
How about it, Cocytus? If you have nothing more, then you won't mind exterminating them, yes? I see. That's too bad.
Lord Ainz,
Speak, Demiurge.
Lord. Instead of zombies, what if we use the lizardmen in a governability experiment?
Interesting.
Okay.
Continue.
Yes, the time will likely come when we will be handling different races simultaneously. Why not practice? We
Right,
could use
right.
the lizardmen to that end, work out the kinks, and find a means other than fear to govern with for when the time comes.
Ooh.
A terrific
The
suggestion,
Demiurge bailed out Cocytus. Okay.
We will then accept Demiurge's proposal and shift from exterminating the lizardmen to occupying them. Lord! Demiurge, I am impressed.
I appreciate
And so I was right. There was a small chance that the lizardmen could survive
I even
this.
thought of it. You were simply waiting for Cocytus, yes?
You give me far too much credit. All I wanted was for him to display his own thinking, no matter what it might have been.
Right.
Listen well, my guardians. Orders are not infallible law that you must blindly obey and
Exactly.
carry out. You
What
must
I've
carefully
said.
consider them before you act. Always aim for the greatest benefit to Nazarick.
We will.
You will govern the lizardmen and instill everlasting loyalty towards Nazarick within their hearts.
Okay.
Rule through fear is forbidden.
As you wish, Lord. I swear on my life to live up to the great mercy you have shown me, even if it takes me an eternity.
It's time to move out, my guardians.
So,
Please, there's no need for that, Cocytus. For you see, this is probably the outcome Lord Ainz wanted all along.
You mean everything that's transpired has done so according to his design? I should have known that was the case. But
so this was a test to see if, you know, Cocytus could, you know, display his own self-thinking.
Not so much lose, perhaps. He may have been hoping Cocytus would probe the lizardmen's strength and ask for reinforcements rather than blindly follow his orders.
Well,
Right,
that's
right.
our Lord Ainz.
As we learned, you know, a couple episodes
No
ago,
wonder he assumed the role of Guildmaster for the Supreme Ones. Truly, no one was more deserving of the throne.
the leader's orders are not, you know, are not most likely in the best interest of the people. What the fuck?
That was friggin' epic! Cocytus totally took me by surprise!
Okay.
In Yggdrasil, if you do anything you don't have the skills for, you're screwed. But if Cocytus can gain tactics and strategies from this experience,
Oh,
that
I
just goes
see.
to prove that everyone has a massive potential for growth.
I see.
However, growth means change. If my guardian skills can change over time, who's to say their loyalties can't do the same?
Oh yeah, that's
scary
a
thought.
big
I
problem.
wonder if there's anyone around who can teach me kingcraft.
I suppose it's about time I got ready to move out as well. There's a floral scent. Have they been
Oh,
sprinkling
Albedo.
perfume onto my bedsheets?
Albedo.
Perhaps this is what the wealthy are used to. If so, I should keep that in mind. It could come in handy.
I don't think that's Albedo's perfume.
I knew this might happen, but not this soon.
Okay, so we're getting right into it. Their little flex of power.
I noticed it too. Every one of them is covered in magic equipment.
Remain calm! Don't let fear rule you, brave warriors. The ancestors are watching. Don't think or do anything that would cause them to hang their heads in shame. What do you think?
Sure thing, sure
Making
thing.
their move. But it doesn't look like battle preparations.
Then what's the point of this?
Is that?
That was an epic shot, bro. Flex on him, Ainz. Flex on him.
I don't know. It's completely new to me.
What is that thing?
Oh, that must be Gargantua. Oh, holy shit. Okay, calm down, Ainz. You don't have to flex this hard, bro. Like,
Is this a royal procession?
okay. Everyone but Cocytus? and Sebas, of course. So because we know where Sebas is. So yeah.
We carry a decree from the Great One. Our glorious master wishes to converse with you. Let your delegates step forward and receive your judgment. Know that time wasted is displeasing to the Great One. Do so at your own peril.
I'm fine with
We're
that.
getting more into like political type things.
Representative of the lizardmen.
Okay.
This is our mightiest warrior as well as the one I call brother.
Zariusu Shasha.
Pathetic as expected. Demiurge, please teach these lower life forms the proper posture to adopt before our master.
Prostrate yourselves.
Oh, yeah.
Do not resist.
Lord Ainz, I believe they are ready to listen now.
Good work. Lift up their heads.
You are permitted to gaze upon the Great One.
Okay.
I am the master of the
Whoa.
great tomb of Nazarick, Ainz Gold. First, I shall express my gratitude to you for assisting in my experiment. Now on to the main subject. Your race will fall under my rule. However,
Okay, so this is
I am sure that you do not
less
wish to
talk,
follow the rule
more
of someone
demand.
against whom you have so recently achieved victory. Thus, in 4 hours, I will attack again. The attacker will be one of my most trusted aides, CodyFarrisReacts, on his own. If you are able to prevail against him as well, then I promise to leave your people alone in peace from this day forward.
Oh.
We surrender.
I prefer you fight instead of giving up without trying. That would displease me.
Oh.
He's toying with us.
My business here is done. You have 4 hours. I suggest you use them well.
If I may ask, will this ice melt away?
That's right. Fear not, I simply did not want to dirty myself with your mud. I will dispel my magic's effect later. Farewell, lizardmen. Gate.
Okay.
Till next time, if you live.
Okay.
See ya! Try not to get killed out there. Please, take care of yourselves, I guess.
Yeah, so
Bid you farewell.
You are now free to move.
but Demiurge's power is fucking cracked, bro.
Curse all of them.
She has the best potential in leading. That's why they chose her. But I get her side of things too. She doesn't want to lose the one that she loves.
Understand.
There's no way that I could. We could
She
still
doesn't
win
want
after
to
all.
watch that.
My powers could keep you alive until we grasp victory.
I refuse to let the female I love die like that. Would you please grant this foolish male his dying wish?
That's not fair.
Sorry.
You know, he'll probably die out there.
Yeah.
And you're asking me to sit back and watch it happen.
Yeah,
We're so attached to one another.
Yeah.
it's a compromise he's willing to accept.
But also sad.
Huh?
Impregnate me.
Wait, what? wants she wants his bloodline to live on. I get it, but God. You have to make it so blunt. But oh yeah, but anyway, it's like it goes into like the real world and like how men think. Like men are there to, you know, provide, protect, and give security, right? So it's his duty to go out in the line of in something like this first, rather than, you know, watching the person that he loves die, you know. right before his eyes. It makes a man feel powerless. It makes a man, you know, it, it it shatters his pride. And it makes him feel worthless. So this was a good compromise that all of them came up with. And honestly, she's probably the best choice to lead the future generations, right? But yeah, getting back on track to the episode, so it generally was, you know, a test for Cocytus, to display self-thinking, self-growth, and to generally, you know, not combat the orders, but, you know, give logical reasoning and explanation to, you know, get the orders revised and changed, so they don't just, you know, commit mass genocide and lose out on, you know, potential assets to you know, their main goal, and that's world domination. And the fact that Cocytus realized it, even though he couldn't give, you know, the you know, complete logical reasoning to keep the lizardmen around, because he needed the help of Demiurge. Well, he needed the aid of Demiurge, not so much help, but it made Ainz ecstatic to see that there's potential in his own people's growth and thinking. But then again, it's also a double-edged sword, in being that one day they might, you know, come to despise Ainz and work up a plan to, you know, overthrow him and you know, start a coup. So he's got to be, you know, very, very diligent on how he does things. And but with the way these with the way the Guardians act, I don't foresee them, you know, getting to that point. You know, very I don't see them getting to that point anytime in the near future, unless they're, you know, manipulated by a world level item that they cannot, that they don't have resistance to, like we saw with Shaltir. But yeah, all in all, this was a very, very diplomatic episode, and it kind of showed, you know, how you do need to approach things diplomatically sometimes in order to gain the most out of situations. But quite honestly, those talks were not talks. They were demands. I'm just gonna be honest. Those were demands. Those were, that's how it's gonna be. Like, and you can't do anything about it. But Ainz did give them, a slight bit of hope that, if they are able to defeat Cocytus, which I don't see that happening at all whatsoever, then he will leave them alone. And I'm sure Ainz is a man of his word, but he's also not somebody that will make a deal that he's not able to win. So, but yeah, so looking forward to the next one. I'm sure we'll get to see that, Cocytus versus the lizardmen battle, and we'll probably also maybe see even more growth out of Cocytus. And possibly even the other Guardians. But that's pretty much all I got on this episode. So if you made it this far in the video and you enjoyed it, please leave a like. And if you want to check out full uncut reactions, there'll be a link in the description to my Patreon. If you have any opinions or criticisms, feel free to leave those in the comment section below. And as always, if you're feeling frosty, hit that subscribe button. I am out.